Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I am super excited to sit down and make this video. We are going to do a primer wear test. Normally I do foundation wear tests, but we're going to do a primer test and we're going to combat two brands together to see if you really do need to spend the money on the luxury product or if saving a lot of money and getting the drugstore version is just the same. So if that sounds good to you, hang tight, we're gonna get into it. But before we do, hi, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my channel if you are new here. If you are new and you like your makeup reviews without filters or crazy edits, if you like to just see what products look like on actual human skin without being heavily edited or filtered, and if maybe you like the beginner makeup tutorials, then please consider subscribing. That's what I do over here, and I would actually really love to have you here. So without further ado, let's get into both of these products. All right, so if you could tell from the title of the video, we are going to put the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas up against the slightly newer E.L.F. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So these are the two primers that we're going to be working with today. And the E.L.F. one retails for $10. The Tatcha one is, let's see, where is it? $54. So quite the price difference between the two. There's also, both brands also have a balm version of these. So it'll come in a pot. It's not little, but it's a little, a round pot, and it's more of a solid, where these are going to be your liquids. So they say that both are actually really good for any skin type, so we're going to test that out as well. I am over 40 and I do have dry skin, so we're going to test that out. But before we do, let's learn a little bit about both of these products. All right, so starting with the Tatcha side, this, like I said before, does retail for $54, and the website description from Tatcha's actual website says that it is a multitasking, skin protecting, makeup perfecting face primer. It's featherweight, and it does you can use it on your face and even your eyes if you'd like to prime your eyes with it before doing your eye makeup. So it says that it blurs and hydrates the skin. It diminishes the appearance of pores, fine lines, and imperfections, and creates the perfect canvas before makeup application. It says that there's a silk powder inside that allows makeup to glide on more evenly and last longer, creating a poreless appearance and minimizing excess shine with a soft focus finish. So I don't have oily skin, but if I did, I know I wouldn't really want to be shiny. So if I did have oily skin, that right there sounds like it would be right up my alley, like minimizing the shine that would come off of it. And then it actually says that it has a protective barrier that is derived from botanicals and acts as an added layer between your makeup and your skin. So it'll protect your skin from any makeup seeping in, and it will not clog your pores, which could lead to breakouts. It even has an anti-pollution natural active ingredients to fight the immediate attack from environmental stressors. So a lot of claims there. And then there's pink and gold pearl inside of it that it says helps brighten and even your skin tone for a healthy look. So that sounds great, but let's flip it to the other side and check out the E.L.F. All right, so the E.L.F. side of it, let's see. So like I said, $10, and they say on their website that this product is a lightweight liquid primer for a long wear makeup application and a poreless looking complexion. So very similar descriptions. Let's see. So they say it's a silky, lightweight liquid face primer. It'll grip your makeup for long wear. We will be testing that today. Minimizes the appearance of pores for a smooth application. And then this one says it's infused with squalene. Sorry. The Tatcha one didn't say that. So I don't know if it is, but the E.L.F. one, it says it's really good for oily, normal, dry, and combination skin. And then I forgot to tell you guys how much product you're getting with this. So I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see. It looks like the E.L.F. one is just under an ounce. And then the Tatcha one is a full ounce. So that's something to keep in mind too. Obviously the size of them, it is very different. Oh, I mean, like even with the cap off of the Tatcha one, because the cap is kind of tall. They're, you know, about the same-ish. So, $54 versus $10. Let's find out if that's really what you need to pay for this. Alright, so I have my hair clipped back just so it's out of my face. I'm going to do the Tatcha on one side and the E.L.F. on the other side, and I'm going to use a foundation that I use often so I know how it does wear regardless of what primer is underneath it. So I'm going to use the Tarte Found Sealer that I have, just so you guys know. So let's get started. So I'm just going to use my hands to apply the product. So actually, let me pump some of this out on my hands so you guys can see the difference in texture between these as well. Okay, so I'm going to do my best because these are very liquidy. So this is the Tatcha one and this is the E.L.F. one. And you can see even in color they're a little different. This one appears to be lighter than this one. But we're going to dab some of this on my finger. And I'm just going to dot it. This is the Tatcha one. And I'm just going to use my hands to blend it in. And then let's go up here to my forehead. Alright, so let's get the mirror out and see what I'm seeing. So, I don't really see a whole lot of the brightening effect. Like, I guess this side, it does kind of look like there might be a little something there versus this side. But I don't know, maybe it is a little brighter where I'm not so red. I don't know, maybe. Alright, let's put the E.L.F. on now. This one's very liquidy. The Tatcha one's a little bit thicker than the E.L.F. one, so keep that in mind too. But I know not everybody is going to be pouring this out to show a camera. There we go. Okay, so my skin does look a little hydrated on both sides. I guess we could go with that. Oh, I forgot to mention, the E.L.F. one has a small scent to it, but I can't really describe what it, like I can't picture what it is. It's not really overpowering, and once I spread it out, I can't smell it on my skin, so if you are adverse to scents, that is something to keep in mind. The Tatcha one, I believe, just smells like skincare. Yeah, it just kind of smells like skincare. But also the same as the E.L.F. side. Once you apply it and blend it out, I don't smell it, so hopefully if you are scent adverse, you won't either. I do kind of wish they would offer like in an unscented situation, because I know there are a lot of people out there that really do struggle with scents, but overall, my skin just like, it does feel like there's a barrier on there, but it's not sticky, it's not tacky, it doesn't feel thick or heavy. It just, like, if I touch my skin, it just feels like there's something on it, But if I'm looking at it, I don't know, if you guys see something different, let me know. But I'm not seeing anything either way. Like, maybe it does look a little brighter, but I think if you were just going to wear it on its own, it would be great. Yeah, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit and we're going to apply our... Alright, so I'm going to apply my foundation with this angled brush that I got from Sigma in the Beauty and the Beast set. That video is down below or on the channel. So I'm just going to put this on, blend it a little bit with my fingers, kind of smooth it out. And then we're going to blend it. So right away, I'm just going to tell you, this is the Tatcha side, and it's not blurring my pores at all. My texture is still very much present, which I don't mind. I am a real person. I do have skin texture. It is what it is. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I am over 40, so that comes with the skin texture. But yeah, you can very much see my larger pores right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can try to see. But yeah, you can see my skin texture very much. Let's blend it out on this side now. So if you were looking for the poreless claim to be true, it's not necessarily going to come that way. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you're like me and you honestly don't care, yeah, the E.L.F. is doing the exact same thing. So it's not emphasizing the texture by any means, but it's not like blurring it completely. But like I've said before, I'm completely fine with that because real people have skin texture and pores, so that's just the way it is. Alright, so I have blended it out all over my skin, and I'm just kind of making sure everything's blended completely. But, as of right now, this is what I'm going to say. I like the way both sides are looking so far. The makeup did appear to go on a little smoother on each side. The way that's performing so far is very similar. So unless something magic happens in the next 8 hours or so, this might be a situation where you could definitely save some money and go for the drugstore brand, but we are going to see how that goes later. But right now, my skin looks, at least to me, if you guys are seeing something different, you know, definitely let me know. But to me, in my little mirror here, it just, like, you can see my texture and my pores, and, you know, like I said before, that's completely fine. I don't care. But so keep that in mind. If you are a person that is looking for that poreless claim, this might not necessarily be that product. But I like the way it looks. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. It, you know, it looks good to me so far. So I'm going to take a break really quick. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm going to keep it really light like I do typically for foundation reviews. Because I want the emphasis to be more on the base versus, you know, eyes or lips or whatever. So I'm going to do my concealer and a little quick eyeshadow look, some mascara, some lipstick, and we'll be back with, I guess, would be the first check-in. Alright, so my makeup is completely done. My eyes, I just used this a ColourPop eyeshadow quad. They don't even sell this anymore, but it's just 4 basic brown eyeshadows. So if you have 4 basic brown eyeshadows that are mattes, you have this. And then on my lids, I topped it with, where did it go? Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. The MAC Single Eyeshadow in All That Glitters. This is very beautiful, just like beigey lid shade. And then for my blush, bronzer, and highlighter, I used the Laura Geller Baked Full Face Basics. They actually used this in my short that I posted about like quick and easy holiday glam. So I used the bronzer in here, the blush, and then the French Vanilla highlight is what's on my skin. The mascara is just the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift that I always use. Concealer, I use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. And then the lip combo is a combination of the lip pencil that was in my video. Let's see, I'm pre-filming right now because I'm going on vacation in a couple of days. So when you see this next week, it should be the video I posted Friday or Saturday of last week. So, which is this week. But now I can't find it. It's the NYX Lippy Pencil that I got in the holiday set that I posted last Friday or Saturday. And then the lipstick is, I put things down and I keep losing them. Here it is. The Wayne Goss cream lipstick in the shade, what is this? Iris. So it's a really pretty shade. I really like this lipstick a lot. And I heard that he is going to be relaunching his brand, and I really hope that's true because I have a few of the products and I really do like them. But I digress. So it is, let me turn my phone on. It is 10:19 in the morning. Oop. You can see I'm filming this on Wednesday, December 20th, because I'm pre-filming. So let's zoom in. Oh, here's the NYX lip pencil that I used. It's the shade Soft Spoken from that set. And if you watch that video, you'll know it's not my favorite lip liner, but I paid for it. I have it, so may as well use it. So let's zoom in and see where we are on both sides. So this is the E.L.F. side, and this is the side that has Tatcha on it. So let's take a gander. I'll be back in about 4 hours, so about 2:30 for a 4-hour check-in. But right now, I like the way the foundation is sitting on both sides. If you didn't know that I was wearing two different primers, obviously you wouldn't be able to tell, which I like that a lot. So far, one's not pulling more towards the other side of it. It looks really, really good. But like I said, I also used a foundation on purpose that I have used often, so I know how it wears and how it looks. So right now, both of these are looking like really good options. But I will be back in about 4 hours to fully give some midday thoughts. So hang tight for that. Hey guys, welcome to our, I guess, kind of second check-in. It is a little after 3:10 in the afternoon. So actually it's about 3:10. So we are going to zoom in and take a look at what is happening. So let me zoom in here. So remember, this is the E.L.F. side, and this side over here is the Tatcha side. Both appear to be holding up pretty well. They still look very similar to this morning. I'm not seeing a whole lot of makeup breakup. My lines are showing on my forehead, but that happens regardless of the primer or the foundation that I use. This just happens. Sometimes I powder it down. It kind of helps a little bit, but not really. But overall, both sides are looking really good so far. So still, I'm going to say I'm not really seeing a huge difference in why you would need to spend more money for the more expensive product. But again, we will check in at the end of the night. Let's see. Around my nose, everything looks about the same. If you guys see something different, you know, definitely let me know. But it's wearing off a little bit, like here and here-ish on both sides. So, you know, that's something to take into account. But over, and on my chin, obviously, because I do, like, rest my hand on my chin a lot. But other than that, no, they're looking pretty good and about the same. So I will be back probably about 7-ish, so in about 4 more hours, and we will see where we are at. Alright, hey guys, I am in for my final check-in of the night. It is a little bit later than I wanted it to be. It is 7:22. So I've had it on for 8.5, maybe almost 9 hours. So a little while. So let me look. Overall, so if we recall, this is the E.L.F side, this is the Tatcha side. I will zoom in, don't worry. It's rubbed off a little bit in here and in here on my chin. Obviously, we talked about that earlier. And it kind of looks like it's rubbing off here a little bit on this side. But let me zoom in while I'm talking about this so you guys can kind of see. So see, like, it's rubbing off kind of in this area. It looks like my redness is coming back through a little bit. It looks like it's separated here, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad. I could get away with walking around like this, like, especially if you're not like super up close or like what is it, like with a maximized sized mirror. It honestly doesn't look that bad. So let me zoom out and I'll do my final thoughts. Alright, so my final thoughts are this. Overall, both of these primers, here's the other one, both of these primers are really nice. They provided a little something to my skin before I put my foundation on. Not enough to, like, obviously cover anything. It's not a foundation or a tinted moisturizer. It is a primer. My skin did show through, but on both sides it just kind of looked and it felt like there was something there, but you couldn't really see it. So if you know, obviously want something on your skin, maybe you're not doing a makeup day, but you just want something there, either of these are really, really good. They both come just in one shade. It's just like this translucent shade. The E.L.F one's just called Universal Sheer. And then the Tatcha one doesn't even have like a shade name because it's just the one thing. So hopefully it works for all skin tones. Obviously, I can't answer for anybody with a darker complexion than myself. But I will say that unless you have a direct need for the Tatcha one, maybe you love luxury products, maybe you have the solid version of this primer and you really like that, then yeah, go ahead. Like, you probably won't be disappointed with this depending on what your preference is for a makeup primer. But if you just want to try something like this, the E.L.F one is completely fine. It's a great alternative to the more expensive version. Both sides look really good still. And I mean, and obviously this stuff is, you know, it doesn't work for everybody. So what I'm seeing might not be the results you see, but that's why I like to do these, so that you can just see what I'm experiencing and kind of take that with, you know, a grain of salt and however you want to do your own stuff. So obviously either of these are a great option, but like I said, they both perform the same, or similar, I should say. I shouldn't say the same because they're not the same. They're different. But if you want to save a little money, the E.L.F one is a really good way to go. But if you do have, like, you know, an attachment to Tatcha, obviously it's a good option too. So that wraps up today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys later.